Hello everybody, welcome to Nikki's Live, Laugh, Love Tarot World, and I am Nikki. Today is September 21st. We have just had a new moon solar eclipse. The energy is changing, and I had a beautiful download today. We're transforming, collective. I got it all written right here for you. I'm going to go ahead and pause it for a second. If you want to read it, you can pause it, but I'm going to go over what I've downloaded from the collective, my spirit angel guides. I've already blessed my decks. It took me about an hour to clear all the energy to make sure I'm only bringing down what's happy and good for my collective messages. Transformation and healing, clarity and purpose, karmic release, facing reality. Only authentic people are going to be going into the light forward for the collective. That's all of you. You might be having some vivid dreams right now. That's everything I've written here. So we're going to go ahead and pull some cards. If you're seeing smoke, I'm doing some incense. I've definitely cleared out any negative, by the way. I blessed the decks. So I'm going to hear, if you are sensitive to sound, turn it down. But there we go. I've already asked all the angels and spirit guides to come down and anoint my mouth to bring only love, truth, and light to the collective. Anything evil or negative is going to be bound in the blood of Jesus. So let's get started. Yahoo! I'm excited today. Feeling the energy shift has been the best. Hope you're all feeling well. Again, thank you for all my new subscribers. I am enjoying watching everybody's comments. Do know that I read them all. Seven of Cups. I keep getting that. That is one thing I did in the pre-shuffle. See a lot of. We have a lot of choices coming up, and it's going to be emotional ones. So they could be tied to the seven deadlies, but I don't like to say that because I'm feeling goodness with these choices. You're about to be with transformation and healing. I am getting with the pre-shuffle three different decks. I had the Seven of Cups come out, which means you have a lot of choices coming up, and the cups are feelings, and they're also water signs. So we're in Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio with that, water signs. We're in Virgo season still. We're about to go into Libra, and guess what Libra is about? Fairness. Everything that's just, getting a lot of justice cards that came out today, so I'll be very curious to see what the cards have to say about that, because I did get that justice and choices. And what's happening for you now, collective, is you're about to have some choices that you didn't think they were actually going to ever make it to your door, which is happening today. So again, here we go. I'm going to clarify that. Hopefully you're doing well. Thank you again, like I said, for stopping by. I hope you stay out for the whole reading. I try to keep them as short as I can because I know people's time are precious, so I appreciate you if you stay through the whole reading. We're going to do present energy for my spirits, angels, and guides to bring to the collective. What is the present energy? And we're getting into Halloween, which is my favorite time of year. But this reading is going to be for the last week of September, up to the last week of September. I'm hearing the next couple weeks, the energy has shifted, so I was guided to do a reading today, especially with the solar eclipse. Yay! And next couple days are going to be a little volatile, so be ready. Good though, for especially my fire signs. I'm hearing the leaders of the zodiac. But again, present energy from my collective. What is happening? Thank you. Nope. Okay. Present energy from my collective. That's the truth. Ace of Swords. It's the truth. I'm going to read everything on it. Look at that beautiful Pegasus on there. Bam. Ace of Swords. And by the way, if you wanted to know, this is the Angel Tarot Card deck. That's the deck I'm reading from today, by Radley and Valentine. So this is your present energy, new beginnings, brilliant new ideas, inspirations, seeing the truth of the situation, facing reality. Bingo. That's the overall arcing energy for the present right now, as you're facing reality. Thank you, Spirit. Confirming everything that I've been downloading this morning. You're starting a challenging new beginning. Correct. I'm talking to a collective today that has been presented with a new offer, or is about to be, because I have getting that strongly that there's a new beginning coming with this shift, especially for things that I'm passionate about. This is the truth. When I get the Ace of Swords, that's the truth of the situation. So everything that I just mentioned in that beginning was absolutely the truth. We're about to face things for who they and what they really are. We are getting transformation, and you're getting spiritual blessings. I'm hearing beautiful. If you're praying to anything that is blessed, whether it's archangels, your God, your spirit angels, your guides, your ancestors, they're blessing you with new beginnings. Thank you, Spirit. They're blessing you. They're saying, congratulations if you've made it this far and you see the forest for the trees, because you're facing reality. And they're showing, I'm also being guided to your dreams again. They're showing you who people really are in your dreams. So pay attention to how you're feeling during your dreams, because that's very important that you see that. Again, at the bottom of the deck, they're saying that you don't see coming with the current energies. 7 of Earth. 7 of Pentacles. Big. Perfect. You're starting to plant things. You're starting to plant seeds. Yes, you're having ideas. It has to go with this. I'm hearing your ideas. You're being very professional, diplomatic in the things that you're cutting out. But this, you're planting seeds, a temporary pause in action, unnecessary worry. Yes, you're not having to worry anymore. Spirit is guiding me. You're working from the heart. Green is from the heart, is your heart chakra. You're getting truth and clarity about what it is. That's 7 of Pentacles is clarifying the Ace of Swords, which means your new beginnings has something to do financially. Perfect. And you are not having to worry, unnecessary worry. Again, your days of this piggybacks on my last reading. There's no more worrying about money. God and your spirit angels and guides are putting you on your divine assignment, and it has to do with, look at the angels on this. Look at this angels on this horse, this Pegasus. Beautiful. It's coming from divine. They're bringing it down to you because it's meant to be for you. Nothing can stop what is coming for that. That is fantastic. Okay, 7 of Pentacles. You're going to be planting the seeds. What are we planting? What's happening for my collective that they're moving forward with when it has to do financially? Many choices. Again, many choices. 3 of Cups. Bingo! A celebration. Yes. A wedding, a graduation, a birth announcement. A birth announcement could be for also, we know if you're in that time frame of where you are, whether you can have a child, yes, but a birth of a new idea or project. This is fantastic, and it's the Cups, so it's something that you've been waiting on. It's something that you feel very good about. It's something that is heart-centered, but you're about to celebrate. If you haven't already, this is already here. I heard you probably already know what this is, or you're waiting for something, but it is coming in, and it is within the next 3 days. The next 3 days. I heard no longer than three days, because I'm asked for the last 2 weeks. Thank you, Spirit. I know. I asked for the next 2 weeks. So again, 3 hours, 3 days. Maybe it happened 3 days ago. Maybe it happened 3 hours ago. I would love to know, please. I love your comments. I'll read every single one of them while I can until I take off. And I will try to get to everything as I can. But just because I don't respond doesn't mean I'm not reading them. I am reading them. Again, I'm only going to respond to the positive things. If it's negative, then I'm not your reader. I'm not responding to negativity. That's not where I'm headed, and that's not where you should be going either. Remember, things are happening for you, not to you, but you are cutting out with this Ace of Swords. You're cutting out anybody and anything that isn't with you, with facing reality. We're done with illusions, Spirit is saying. We're done with dealing with people that cannot face themselves. We're done with things that aren't transforming. We're done with people that won't refuse, I heard. Thank you. Refuse to heal. Not won't, but refuse. There are people that are not getting it. You are done. You're releasing them with love. That's what Spirit's best is telling you. And yes, the Strength card at the bottom of the deck. You're finding great strength in doing that. I'm gonna read it. I heard read it. All right. You're getting inner strength to release harsh judgments. Thank you. Again, releasing karmic people. Forgiving with compassion. Yes. You're forgiving them and sending them out with love. When I said in the beginning, and it's 11, it's a divine number, which means 11, stability. 2 is along with your money, career, and finance. You're absolutely going to be celebrating this news. Whatever this is, big time, big shifts, big releases. And when you do that, like I said in the previous read, Spirit can give you what is divinely yours now, because the people, places, and things that are around you that were in this negative, in these negative places and spaces, they don't deserve to go where you're going. And if you choose, free will is amazing, because if you choose to have these people around you, that's your choice. And you want to review a karmic lesson again, you can. But you're going to miss out on the wonderful things that Spirit has. This is your time. I'm talking to a little bit older collective, mid-30s and up probably. So if that is you, this is your time to receive. And that was actually time to receive, and the underdog energy has arrived. Thank you, Spirit. I did channel that earlier, and I have it written down over here, but I didn't put it on here because I only have so much space on my little paper. But your dreams are coming true, and I know that's so cliche, but it's true. It's your time to receive, and it's the underdog. We're in the time of the underdog energy, which means the people that you least expected to be a winner is about to show themselves. God is about to give. What is that saying? God is going to reward the people and places that, or people that didn't ever have anything before. Like the peasants will, what is it? Oh, yes, thank you, Spirit. The meek shall inherit the earth. Why? I can't believe I couldn't think of that. Yep, the meek shall inherit the earth. That goes along with the underdog energy. So there you go. All right, so that's the current energy. So let's see about what the challenges, what's the challenges around this transformation that my collective is going to have to face. What are the challenges, please? Challenges, thank you. Page of air. But it came in the upright, so that's good. Logical, honest, impulsive, and curious. Challenging information. I love you. Spirit, you're with me today. Challenging information, delays, changes to plans, truth delivered without tact. Okay, so some of the challenges you may have had in the past, things that you've had to wait for, or delays. And I take this as well. You had some delays, and there could be a little bit of a delay, but it doesn't mean it's not happening. It's divine timing. Things have to be put in place in the right order for the foundation to be correct. So again, this is going to be more of you cutting through what isn't serving you anymore. Page of air. You're being logical. You're being, you're being curious about what you're, don't be afraid to ask questions. Thank you, Spirit. Messages. So whatever's being offered to you, don't hold back with what you want. Don't hold back with the questions you may have to make sure that you are absolutely getting all the information, the money, and everything you deserve, because now is the time to not be afraid to speak your truth and be authentic about what you are. Whoever's offering you this will be on page with you. They will be on the same, look at that. We got Pegasus again over here when it comes to the truth. So again, you've got the same horse. Absolutely, they're guiding you. Your spirit angels are guiding. The Pegasus, the horse with and the unicorns, all those are magical creatures. So you're getting divine intervention. This is again divine timing and a divine assignment. Don't be afraid of this offer because it's meant to be. See, they're both blue. Blue is good as far as spirit goes. It's purplish is royalty. So you are a angel of God, I'm hearing. You came down in this time frame, in this timeline, whether you believe it or not. You're here to bring the planet to a new level of light and love and energy. It could be as simple as being your honest, true selves, because nobody's wanting to deal with fake people anymore. Fake people stink. Who wants to deal with that? I was getting a little smoky. That spirit saying, listen, do not hide behind smoke and mirrors. Thank you. I heard smoke and mirrors, smoke and mirrors. So we don't want that anymore. And I'm getting, yep, okay, I heard it. Go over it. Speaking of smoke and mirrors and man behind the curtain, let's get to the Wizard of Oz deck for clarifying. I love this deck. This is the amazing deck. If you don't know this deck, it's awesome. And I'm going to show you the book on this deck. It's called The Journey of Oz and Wonderland, as well as not only is it the Wizard of Oz, it is the, what's this? Alice in Wonderland. Thank you. Okay, so let's see about, so we got the current energy and energies. Let's see what the energies around you are at this time. What are the energies that are around my collective that are going to help transform and heal? Who you should be on the lookout for? The people around you. Yes, the messenger. You're about to get 10 of Cups. Boom. You're about to get your wish come true. 10 of Cups. That's the energy around you. You are emanating happiness. You are on the yellow brick road. There's rainbows. Dorothy's got hand in hand with her buddies. And the messenger, the royal footman. I just said royalty. So you're a royal bloodline and you're meant to bring the 10 of Cups to the planet, as well as yourself. But yourself first, and the rest will follow, I'm hearing Spirit say. That's the energy. Your energy's around you, baby. I love that. Yes. So the 10 of Cups, I don't even want to go any further. I think this is fantastic. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, guess what? Booyah, 2 of Cups. Boom. You're about to have everything you've ever wanted. And I don't like this. I know a lot of readers out there, this isn't hype, this isn't hopium, this is absolutely to somebody in this reading, and I'm going to claim it if this is you. You're, all of a sudden, if you haven't noticed, everything is falling in line for you, like right in the last week. Everything is like, boom, you get the job of your dreams, boom, you got the house that you want, boom, you got a man coming in or a woman coming in that's making you happy, friendships, people. It's almost like, again, I'm seeing Moses with the parting of the Red Sea. I see you being, obstacles being moved out of your way because it's time to receive. It's time to receive. Time to achieve and receive. That's going to be the name of this video. It's time to achieve and receive. That's right. Because it's underdog energy. Maybe that, I'm going to decide between those two, but I'm going to probably put out some shorts and I'm going to use both. Watch your dreams. Your boss energy, whoever I'm talking to is a fire sign or embodies that energy of Aries, Leo, Sag. You're an awesome boss, I heard. Okay. Knight of Wands, correct. There's no more of this in and out energy. Your Wands are fire sign. I just said that. Wands are the fire sign. So again, you're young at heart. People think that you come in and out, but you're not. You're able to maneuver between other dimensions and other people easily. This is what people get jealous about. I am an intuitive reader, by the way, if you don't know. I don't always take the exact meanings of the deck. I get what I want. The Knight of Wands can be considered sometimes in the tarot as the player energy, but that you're playing the game, I heard. You're playing the game and you're playing it right and you're playing it fairly. And this, see how the sun, look how bright and pretty this card is. This isn't a bad card to me in this deck. You are absolutely somebody who has both wands in your hands. You're ready to, you can do multiple things. You're a multitasker. Thank you. Multitasker. I talk fast. Sorry. I do. But guess what? I'm not apologizing for that. I got told that again, you know, your energy is just too much. Really? Then F off, because I'm 50 years old. Do I look 50 years old? I feel like I'm 20. I'm telling you what. I'm just starting my life. My astrological chart, I'm just beginning right now. I'm in a I'm a late bloomer. Maybe I'm talking to a late bloomer. If you haven't looked at your astrology and your chart, it's crazy good about who you are, when you chose to come in, and the exact time, day, and place. And it'll tell you a lot about what your destiny, your North Node is. My North Node's in Sag, so I'm also an Aries Sun, so I'm definitely, yeah, justice is here. Boom. I was just going to say, you are meant to be on this planet to serve some kind of justice for you as well as the collective as a whole. I love this card. Look at this beautiful card. Justice is here. This is the King of Hearts, the Justice card. Bringing balance, you're bringing fairness, and you're bringing life and truth. Again, back to karmic purpose, release of things, people that don't mean you well, that maybe don't know that they're doing that. You're transforming and healing a lot more than just yourself. People around you are learning from you as well. They're trying to figure out how you keep going and how you continue to transform things, even if they're bad in your life. How do you keep doing it? Because you're the mother effing empress, probably. I'm talking to somebody who's in their divine mission, and you can't stop what God has ordained. You can't stop. Future energy, let's go with the next 2 weeks. What's the future energy? We got the justice. I was about to say what's the future energy, and that came out, but I didn't, so let's say what else. I love this deck. Okay, future energy, or future, yep, it's 2 weeks. Future energy, we're looking good, smelling good. Yeah, I'm hearing everything is in divine order. But you're about to find some big change. The next 2 weeks are going to be astrologically very interesting, I'm hearing. Knight of Swords, moving fast. Absolutely. You're about to move faster than you ever thought when it comes to this stuff. Take your time to make sure you're doing the right decisions, but you already know. I'm talking to somebody who already knows. Has just been waiting for it to happen, and it's happening now. And it's going to come in fast. The Knight of Swords is one of the fastest moving. Mentally, your mind must move very fast. I just said I speak really quickly. I can't help that. When the messages start coming in, I can't get them out fast enough. And if I don't pay attention, I miss something, and Spirit brings it back to me again. But this is the justice. Thank you, Spirit. So look down together, take them together. So the justice is about to move in fast. For those of you who are due, it's, again, time to receive and big moves. The underdog energy is about to come in quickly. Things that you never thought were possible, God is going to bring into you like swiftly and easily. Things that are meant to happen, I'm being guided to, I remembered something that happened to me, and I won't share that because it's not about me, but it's about you guys, so it's relevant. Spirit is saying, if you're banging your head against the wall about things you want and do, it's not meant for you. Things that are meant for you are going to sweep you like a river. It's going to come in so easily. It's almost like you're just letting it happen, and that Spirit says, yes, you want to let it happen like that. You want to let it happen because Spirit is going to move you, and if you fight it, it's going to take longer. Don't fight. What's meant for you will never pass you by. So, but this justice and swiftness, we're going to find out more about that. What's the justice, please? What's the justice? Give me that, what it's about. Give me what it's about. For my collective, what is the justice that's going to come in fast, please? What is the justice that's going to come in fast, please? I'm so excited to see what it is. Whoop. Oop, fell on the floor, which means you don't see what it's about. And now you're going to see what it's about. And it's about patience. You've been so patient. And these are major arcanas. We got justice as a major arcana here. We got this is a major arcana, strength, the messenger. You're about to get a message about how things are about to move quickly, about how patient you've been. You've been waiting. Temperance is balanced. Somebody who's able to now to balance good and bad, balance the feelings. You're not as emotional as you used to be. Not to say that being emotional is bad. That's not what I mean. You were somebody possibly that would react before you think, and now you learn how to take that back and think before you react. And that's all Spirit's saying you needed to do is stop for a minute, take it in before you react, and react from the heart, but not be impulsive. Okay. And sometimes you would take it personally to where you would retreat. And that's not happening anymore. You're not allowing anybody to make you feel any certain way about who you are. Just, okay, just, it brought me back to where somebody told me that I was too, you know, you just need to stop having so much energy. Really? Why? Is it because you're jealous that you don't have energy? I've met people that are 30 that are the laziest sloths you've ever meet, and somebody who's my age with this kind of energy shouldn't have this much energy at this age. I should be like playing bocce ball or something. I don't know what. But I run circles around people that are 20 years younger than me, and that bothers a lot of people, and that's maybe who I'm talking to now. Somebody who can, look at how old Aunt M here is. This is Aunt M. She's in her garden watering. She's old. Do you think she's sitting at home and doing nothing? No, she's tending to her garden no matter how old you are. Again, I'm talking to somebody who doesn't care that you don't look like you've been through the ringer, but you have. You look like somebody that's been refreshed. Maybe you just came back from vacation, but you look good. But people don't really know. If they knew you, they know your story. But somebody I'm talking to has been through it. And now the justice is here to help bring you, the tides have turned, how the tables have turned. That was my last reading. I'm hearing it again, how the tables have turned for you. And all of a sudden things are starting to happen, and you have waited a long, long, long time for this. And now Spirit is here to deliver it for you because it's time. Beautiful. There's everything that's happening is in divine timing, and that includes our planet changing. It includes our human collective experience. It includes you on a micro level as well as macro level. It's very important that you listen to your inner guidance, because your spirit angels and ancestors are trying to help you get there in the fastest way possible, but with divine timing, if that makes sense. All right. What about this justice? It's about you being patient. What else? What else is the justice coming in? And it's coming in fast, and it's going to be delivered to you. And it has to do with your job. It has to do with the project. It has to do with your life in some way that is important to you. It's a message that's coming in has been, you've been waiting on this for quite a long time. Quite a long time, I heard. And there's a number 10, 20, maybe 20 weeks, which could be a long time. 20 years, maybe. I know it's been 20 years in the making for me as far as where I wanted to go. Things are coming back around. Something that you gave up on, maybe, down at 20:57 on the clock. I'm hearing a dream that you gave up on early on in your life, and now it's coming back around in a bigger, better way that you thought, oh my God, I never thought I could do this, especially now. Something is coming back. I'm hearing 20. So 20 is the number for, yesterday was the 20th, so maybe something happened yesterday for you. I'm channeling right now, so forgive me if I'm rambling, but this is what Spirit's trying to say. Some project or life goal that you had 20 years ago is now for 2020, or maybe you're born on the 20th. 20 is 2 when you break it down. Something you maybe were going to do with somebody. Yeah, I brought you some. We got 4 cups in reverse. Something, there's no more upset about this. This is something you kind of were upset that it didn't happen back in the day, thinking why I gave it my all and it didn't work out because it wasn't the right time for that for you. But now it is. Now it is, and it's going to be. I'm hearing revamped. Some kind of the Hierophant, right? The Hierophant. I'm told upright Hierophant. Yeah, metamorphosis. Look at this beautiful energy. This is you coming back around. You're changed. Who you are now is who you needed to be in order to do this project I'm hearing, or this new beginning, or this new thing, or this career, or this something. And now you've found the way to unfree yourself from it. Something has transformed because the metamorphosis, these are 2 major arcanas. This is delightful. Thank you, Spirit. This is somebody I'm talking to who has seen the truth, who has changed who they are from the core, who's done the shadow work, who's now ready to be the boss that they're meant to be the person in charge of their destiny, who they've always meant to be, who's letting go of anybody and cutting out anything that isn't meant for them, because you had to have a lot of strength to do this. This probably took every ounce of strength of your being to cut out the people, places, and things that didn't matter to get this going. You had made a choice of yourself or this people or these things, and you chose yourself. And because you did that, you were facing the truth. You were able to make the strength to say goodbye to these things and people. And now Spirit can bring in to you everything that you are deserving of. And now it can come in without any chatter, without any noise, without any influence of people that don't want to see you to succeed. Because I am getting that energy that they're still around you. Yeah, the strength behind it. Yes, here it is. I wish I just said it. I said that I'm getting the feeling there are people around you that don't want this for you, that are wanting you to come back. And I don't want to give these people any more of my energy, but I'm being compelled to get you that information to make sure the light seers is next, because that's how we see things in the light, not in the dark. These people can't hide in the dark any longer. Who is surrounding what is the energy surrounding back to the energies around you now, the negative energies that are around you, the naysayers, the people that you let go. What is it that there's energy that is trying to stop you? Let's just say. What are the energies that are around you that aren't in your best? Oh, Dan, what are they? Yep. Yes, what are they upset about is what I heard, is that you've moved on and you're about to, this. We got the Six of Swords. Now this is fell on the floor. When they fall on the floor, I hate when that happens, but it's what you don't see. The people around you and what the energy that they're bringing to you, what you don't see is they don't want you to have the Ten of Pentacles. They don't want you moving toward that. Because if you have the Ten of Pentacles with the Ten of Cups that you had in the beginning, they don't want that. They're jealous, and that's one of the 7 deadlies, back to the 7 of Cups that we had in the beginning of the reading. They don't want you to have that because they have some attachments around them, or old programming, or negativity is the way these principalities get through to you that is moving on from this, because they pick people around you that are weak. They pick people around you that haven't woken up to what's happening spiritually. They use people that don't believe in this stuff to get to you. And there's a lot of them. It's the yin and yang in your environment. You're always going to have somebody somewhere, and they bop in and out. These evil principalities, like I said before, the devil doesn't show up at your door with some horns and go, hey, I'm here to try to lure you away from this. They're not going to do that. The devil's smarter than that. They're going to pick people that you care about that are not quite where you are, that are still on the fence of whether this stuff is real or not, and they're going to use them in a way that's going to cause you to feel in some way. They know. They can see right in, just like your ancestors can see, the evil principalities can see deep into your weaknesses, and of course that's what Satan's going to use, the devil, or whatever word you want to use it. The evil principalities are going to try to get to you through others' weaknesses, because they will bop. Did you ever notice, and this is what I'm going to go with this before I pull off some more, do you ever notice that people around you will change? Like some days you'll get one person that's okay, and then another day that same person all of a sudden is like negative around you, and you're like, what the hell? And then somebody else who's always been kind of maybe a little bit more positive than they are, that turns negative around you because this person's no longer influencing you in some way. You know, I've had that happen to me as well. They know where your feelings are. And if you have feelings for somebody, like say you're like in love with a man who's not treating you well anymore, and you want them to treat you better, that evil principality is going to use that person's weakness to try to get to you, to keep you from moving on. The breadcrumber, the narcissist, whomever, they're going to bring you the same energy in somebody else. They're just going to bop into whoever you're around that they think that can influence you in some way. And when you choose yourself, every time they get bored and move on. That's what you got to do. So unfortunately, that's what's happening here. That there's the body snatchers I'm hearing. These evil principalities are running out of people to jump into, because more and more people are waking up all the time, and you're one of them. So congratulations. Your angels and spirit guides are happy. But this people that are still around you, if they're still there, and then I'm talking to the people that are still refusing, because you're Queen of Pentacles. You're earth energy. You're a Queen of Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You're somebody that I have a Capricorn rising, so this is how people see you possibly, is this Queen of Pentacles. You are moving on toward your destiny, which is also financial abundance, I might add, is part of your destiny, because you got the 10 of Pentacles here. It doesn't get any better than that. 10 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, Strength, 10 of Cups. You're about to have it all, because this is what you have chosen in your destiny to come in, and you can't do your destiny without having happiness and money behind you to do this, because who can fulfill their destiny if they're homeless, living on the streets, and drug addictions, you know, things like you can't. You have to love yourself first before you can help the others. Just like in the airplane when the masks come down, you got to put them on you first. And that was I'm talking to somebody here who had to take a lifetime to learn that. Nice swords again. And now that you have, it's coming in hot, I'm hearing. It's coming in fast. No time to waste. No time to waste. Here it is. You know, this smoke is getting in the way. No, look how fast. You've got it doubling down. The spirit is like, yes, you're on the right track. You're running now. Now that you know it, there's no time to lose. Exactly. You know what I'm picking up, I don't want to go back to that deck, but I'm picking up the Mad Hatter in the Alice in Wonderland. It's no time to lose. Let's go, let's go, let's go. That's what I'm getting. It's no time to lose. You got to get moving. It's got to get moving. Now that you know it, it's almost like, oh my God, I've wasted all this time. But you're not. Spirit's saying you never wasted all this time. That time was for you to learn. And now the time, you're 2929. You're right on time. 2929, right on time. Look that angel number up. I'm going to myself. You're right on time for everything that you need to do. You're about to step into the life you've always knew. And somewhere deep in your heart, I'm talking to somebody who always knew they were going to, go into business with somebody, a partnership with somebody who has the same thoughts, feelings, and emotions as you. It's divine timing. Ready, set, go. One more time. Ready, set, go. So you're here to go. Money, love, abundance, all included in your life's mission, and you're going to find yourself surrounded by people that really have your back this time. I'm talking to a collective here that had a lot of people around them at one time that nobody had your back, not one person. And you didn't know that. You thought these people were good, and you were like trusting and trying to give them chance after chance after chance. And spirit and your ancestors are like, oh my God. It's like watching a movie and you know the ending and you're just like, oh my God, this is so hard to watch. That's what I was hearing from your spirits. Now your angels and spirit guides are like, we got this. You don't have to get revenge on anybody that did you wrong. Your spirits and angel guides will take care of that for you. God will take care of that for you. And I'm going to tell you this. I watched it myself. When I had the worst things happen to me in my lifetime, I watched, and karma's just the balancing out of things that are right. So you don't have to get involved, because let me tell you what, your angels and spirit guides know how to deliver that punch better than you do. And they know how to really get to somebody where they'll learn a lesson and they'll feel it. And it's usually always something better than you ever could have come up with. So trust me when I say, because when I watched this person go through what I thought was horrific for them, and I felt bad. And deep down they deserved it because I didn't deliver it. It felt better. I hate to say it, but we always get a little glee when people get their just desserts. But let me tell you what, don't stay in that, because then it'll bring more karma to yourself. But let me tell you, karma doesn't forget an address. And when they do, they come 10 times harder than what they did for you. To the point where I watched it and I was like, man, I felt bad for the fallout for the other people that were involved with hurting me. I was like, oh my God. But that was a lesson I'm sure that person will never forget. And they won't do that again. That's the kind of lessons you want them to have. Life lessons that they'll never repeat. And that's okay. Because guess what? That's what they also deserve, and they are here to learn. You can't get in the way of people's lessons. And you shouldn't. All right, what else do we need to know about future energies coming at this is the Light Seers deck. What the future energies that are coming from my collective and what they should be focusing on. What's the future energies that we can be expecting and to focus on and help our collective in the long run. I like the Light Seers Tarot deck. I'm sure you've heard about this deck. It's excellent too. I use them so much now they're getting worn. All right, got 2 cards. Spirit said read them both together, and I will do so. Yeah. The world is an ending, and the ending of your heartbreak. This is it. Whatever, I gotta get the smoke out of the way. Oh, it's my incense. Whatever heartbreak you have suffered is over. The world is the ending card. You are ready to receive. Look how beautiful. She's getting divine guidance from above. You're in a circle of protection right now from heartbreak. There's no more heartbreak as far as what you've endured. Now, there are going to be times, don't get me wrong, there's not going to be times where you're not upset, but I'm talking like devastating. Those devastation moments are over. For this new beginning, this new cycle that you're going to be in, is going to be nothing but 3 of Cups, I heard. Go back to the 3 of Cups that's in here. You're about to surround yourself with people, places, and things that are divinely guided. You will be put into the circle of people that you need to learn from, and they will learn from you as well as supporting you. Look at the smile on her face. I'm looking. Let me hold on. I'm going to look, make sure I'm getting old now. I got to use my glasses. Yep. You have all the elements. You have the star quality. I see the star here. I'm drawn to the star. 3. A lot of 3s. 3 pentacles. 21 is a 3 when you divide it in numerology down. Look at her face. Look how happy she's just got it all. And you are in a bubble of protection, I'm hearing. Look at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, there's no more hiding. You're no more at the moon again with the new moon that we just, and the solar eclipse. The new moon, yes, I wasn't wrong when I said new moon. This new moon is going to usher in for you the peace, tranquility, and the release that you're looking for. What's hidden? Let's find out what's hidden, what you don't see. All right, let's what should we use? What we don't see. What we don't see. I'm going to use my regular tarot mini deck. What is hidden in the moon that my collective? You're in balance now. That's what was hidden. Is that no? That's what was hidden. Yeah. I'm sure that you're the mother of an emperor. The emperor. That's right. You've been cloaked. Thank you, Spirit. Yes, you're moving on to being this new person, this new emperor. Aries, Leo, Sag energy. What's been hidden is that you are this emperor. You've been cloaked your entire life, I'm hearing. Your spirits and angel guides are like, we don't have to hide you anymore. Speak your truth. Be your authentic self, because now is the time for people will hear it. Now is the time that people will accept this, Because before, maybe you were a clairvoyant, maybe you have some of the other clairs where you can see the future, you read cards, you do something that your intuition is on point, and you've been pointing out shit your entire life, and people are like, she's got a tinfoil hat. No, you've been right. And if nobody's willing to say, hey, you've been right about all along, those are the people that deep down been wishing for your demise, meaning you're not real unliving you, but I'm talking about your fall from grace, talking about you being stuck in the old cycles of just any programming you can think of that keeps the collective down in any form. If you're a woman, like, women can't do that. If you're a man, it's like, you can't cry, any of those things. Spirit is saying we are going to a light body. We are going to, the earth is going to move in a direction where if you're not vibrating higher, you're going to keep repeating cycles and you're in a different timeline. And I'm talking again, Aries, Leo, Sag, fire signs. Once again, Aries is the leader of the zodiac, the ones who go first, which makes sense because we have to lead the other signs that they will follow. A lot of people sometimes wait for a savior, and I'm hearing you're not somebody's savior. But people look at you, they will start to look at you like you know what you're doing finally, instead of making you feel like you don't know what you're doing or you're crazy. My nose is itching, which means that's the truth. All right, let's pull on being guided to see more. Let's get more about who these people are around my collective. Let's get some identifiers of who these people are that may not want the best for you. You're gonna know because your whole body is a fine-tuned. Yeah, I just saw feathers. Maybe feathers are important for you. I just saw a feather flow lightly down. I'm looking outside. I just was drawn to this feather. That's a sign from God. That's your ancestors saying, yes, we're not cloaking you anymore. You're shining bright like a diamond. And they're going to take these people out of your way if they try to stop you. They can't. So know that. Who are these people? Yep, they got Jezebel spirit and I just said that. These people have an entity attachment to them, the Jezebel spirit, the people that are into their use the 7 deadlies to manipulate, all the bad things. These are the people around you that you're going to know. And like I said, your body's a fine-tuned instrument, I wanted to say, but I was drawn to the feather. You're going to see right through these people. You're in a place with this shit right here. You're going to see right through it. The cockroaches, they scatter when the lights go on, right? So you're a light. So when you come in, they're not going to want to be around your energy and you're not going to want to be in their energy, to the point where you're going to see it and you're going to be like, ugh. It's like putting on a dirty cloak or something, or a dirty something. Like you feel dirty when you're around these people, like, ugh. You're going to know it because the ugliness comes from the soul and you're going to see right through it and you're not going to want to be around that, because when you're around this, it brings your energy down. The reason why they want to be around you is because they want to be in your energy and they're jealous of the energy that you emanate and they cannot do it. And your energy, I know it, your light irritates their demons. There it is. Your light irritates their demons. They want to be you. Maybe this person decided a long time ago that they were going to destiny swap with you. And if that's something that you think is crazy, don't think so. Go back in your time and go back in your lifetime. And go back to anything, because we know it ebbs and flows with good things that happen. I'm talking to somebody that's had good things happen to them, but it was snatched away. Who took it? Who was around you when you said you had good news? Were they around you when you said you had bad news? And how did they act in both scenarios? Look at the history of that. If you got good news, and I have somebody in my life when I have good news and they want to change the subject, and it's an immediate family member. They don't want to talk about the good things that happened to me. They'd rather get on to the other things because they don't want to face the fact that could have been them, and they don't want to. It makes them feel irritated to talk about you, to talk about what goodness comes to you. Okay? So if they're irritated, but they're kind of have a glee in their heart, and they won't admit that none of this will ever be admitted to anybody outside because it makes them look like a jerk. So they're never going to admit it. But deep down, they feel this way. I'm telling you. And you can't hide. They can't hide their masks anymore. And you'll see right through it. Once you recognize that not everybody has the best for you, yeah, they blocked. Boom. Start blocking this stuff. Start blocking these people. If you feel like when you give good news and nobody's saying good for you and they're truly not happy for you, you're going to know because you're intuitive. Confirmation burp, excuse me. You're going to know. Immediately when these people say these things, you're going to know. Did they just change the subject? Did they just say, well, a backhanded compliment? Block those mother effers out of your life. You don't, with friends like that, who needs enemies, I'm hearing. With friends like that, who needs enemies? I don't care if they're family, I don't care who they are. Like I said in the last reading, could be your kid, who cares? Bye. Spend less time with those people. They need to check themselves, and that sounds like a them problem. All right, Who else is around my collective? Why do they, let's just ask why are these people feeling like this around my collective? What is their problem? Why are they feeling, of course, the entity, we see it's got an entity, can't even speak right now, these messages are coming in fast. Entity attachment, because it's the dark forces and they jump in and out. They're not there all the time, but they're around you. They get irritated and they don't like to face it. They don't like to face when you succeed, it makes them feel bad in certain way because they aren't there. They don't have the guts to do what you do. I'm talking to somebody who's fearless. And these people that's really what keeps people back from doing anything is fear. When you realize there's no fear, even death shouldn't cause you fear because we don't ever die. Our soul goes on forever. And once you realize that, we're playing dress up with these meat suits. Once you realize that, what is there to fear? Except maybe how you're going to die. But even then, it'll be over and then you're on to the next thing. I fear mostly leaving my kids without a parent. That's all I fear about. It'll be, once they're an adult, I don't give a crap what happens to me. What else? You're a divine feminine. Boom. Exactly. If this is a man I'm speaking to, you have found your divine feminine in yourself. Now you're not so masculine all the time. You're more angelic in your female side. We are moving into, thank you, Spirit. We are moving into the divine feminine's time to achieve. Thank you. The underdog is the divine feminine, and I don't care what you say. Women have been kept down in a lot of ways because we give birth, we give life, and the people that are evil don't want us to bring more people to the planet. They want to talk about population control. They want to keep women down. You don't want women in power. Women, do you see many women pedophiles out there, or that Ghislaine Maxwell? Do you see anybody else that is really less likely to have a pedophile as a woman? That's why they put men in power, because they want this shit. They want us down. They want us to be left to die. These are the evil principalities because they are jealous of what divine gifts that we have. We have souls. We can create. Demons cannot. They have to use us to create. That's why movies are put out, so they can create through us. They can't do it on themselves. And deep down, they hate the fact that God loves us and that we are one with God and we aren't cast out unless you choose to be yourself. But you can't sell your soul either. So you know, people say they sell their soul. That's why you're in the meat suit. Once the soul's done, it can go somewhere temporarily, but eventually you have free will. You have to renounce that crap and say, I love God and I'm with God. It's a choice, good or bad or ugly. It just take lifetimes to get over that. Everything you do is recorded, just so you know. All right, what else? What else do we need to know about the people around us? We got your divine feminine energy is what they hate, because when you recognize that you can create with the divine feminine and balance it with the divine masculine, and you come into balance, that's game over, baby. Game over, I heard. Game over. What else do we need to know out of this collective energies around them? Again, on the floor, what you don't see around you is intuitive Kev. I love it. That's you. Intuitive Kev. What you don't see possibly is your own intuition is on point. And when you recognize that, that's the part of what I was just saying. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, you're about your job too. It could be at work where people see that every time you are around, good things happen. And when you leave, they are in a big mess. 43 minutes. Yeah, on the clock. So again, you're intuitive. You've got your divine feminine. You've got boss energy. You're an emperor. This is a collective read, but again, take what resonates. He could be a she could be a him. Don't take the necessarily take genders, as I always say. Energy is energy. We embody both, divine and masculine. You're transforming. So that this goes back to the very beginning of what I said with this new moon and the solar eclipse. You are somebody that has recognized that you have transformed. You're somebody that's recognized that you are in control of your life. You're not going to allow the negative people to sway you to do anything other than what's in your best interest. You're putting yourself first. You're going to help others because that's part of your divine assignment, but it's not going to be the only person that you help now. You're helping yourself first, and you're going to be a leader. You're somebody that's going to lead the collective into a new era of abundance, of cups, and money, and love, and the justice is going to be for those who refuse to face the music I'm hearing. Facing reality. Once again, facing reality. They have to do that until they do the shadow work. And you've done this already because you've met more. I already talked to somebody who's done this. You sat at home, you recognized it, or you've gone deep within and faced all you. If you can face those things, then you're not a narcissist. If you have sat down and go, what can I do better? You're not a narcissist. That's how you know you're not. Because narcissists don't do that. They can't. And I use that term. I'm a licensed clinical social worker, so I can. I am able to diagnose people. That's my license is able to do that. So I'm telling you right now, if you have somebody around you who's projecting onto you all the time that you're the problem, it's probably a narcissist. There's somebody that is always into themselves and not ever able helping anyone else, or at least comes out and pretends that they're a good person, but behind closed doors I've got cat. Hey, stop fighting. My cat's a jerk sometimes. Tucker, he's my poor Luna. They don't, when the attention's not on him, that's what I'm talking about. When the attention's not on them, they get angry and they lash out. Narcissist. Thank you, Tucker. You helped me there. Again, somebody who's constantly on this cat, let me tell you what, my poor Luna can't get a minute's peace. If that person's in your energy, you go and you go, oh, I found a nice place to rest and do it. And then they want to come in and take over. That's a narcissist. Someone who wants to thank you. Somebody who wants to take your glory and take it for themselves, that's a narcissist. Somebody who cannot admit their faults, that's a narcissist. So again, look around you. Who is there that wants effort, reward without effort? Thank you, Spirit. That's a narcissist. Somebody who's who hides in your energy and tries to take what's not theirs, that's a jerk off narcissist. So you'll know who these people are, because deep down it makes you like, I don't want to be around you. You're at a point, collective, right now, and this is the overall message. Spirit is saying, cut out, Ace of Swords, cut out those people that siphon your energy, that don't support you, that don't ever have your back, that pretend that they are one person in one room and that somebody else in another room. Get rid of them. But you've done that. I'm getting the Strength card over here. It says you've already done this. It's the hardest thing you can do, especially when you uproot your life and have to cut out people and places and things that people thought you had it all at one point, but you were miserable. That kind of energy is hard. When you take children from a marriage that is not in your best energy and you try to move them into a place where you can be their protector now, that takes strength. It takes strength. And I'm talking to somebody who did it. And congratulations, because you are the Emperor. You are getting your justice, and you are the metamorphosed new divine light being that you're always meant to be. And because of that, your 10 of Pentacles and 10 of Cups are here. 10, 10, 10. We're done with the world. You have moved on, and other people want to go with you, but Spirit says be very careful that you don't take these energies with you, because it'll affect your abundance, it'll affect and they don't deserve it. They are going to try to get back into your energy, and we're going to pull an angel deck to end this, but they are going to try to come back into your energy, because that's what the transformation and healing is about. Karmic release. When you start to release this energy, they're going to feel it, and they're going to act in some kind of way where they may try to come back into it. So just be prepared for that. But I'm hearing you're not going to fall to that. And your angels and spirit guides, yes, because you now have spiritual understanding. You have spiritual understanding. Now your angels and spirit guides aren't going to allow that. They're going to move, again, I'm seeing the Red Sea, or they're going to move those people out of your way and it's like they're going to keep putting them, thank you. It's funny. They're going to keep putting them at the back of the line. No, you got to start. It's like Beetlejuice when he takes a little ticket and he's sitting there, and now he's got next. I'm next. No, you're not. You're back. You're gonna get that little head. Their big head's gonna be a little head. So now you have spiritual understanding. Archangel Raziel, I am bringing you esoteric information, peace, symbols, and helping you understand your spiritual truths. Bingo. You've already arrived, and you're getting that. And now that you understand it, the Emperor is here. You're ready to lead others. You're going to share your knowledge and intuition with other people where you may have been afraid before, but you're doing it now. And people are going to start listening to you. What else? Can I get one more, please? Beautiful. Peace. I'm that dove at the top. You're going to have peace now where you're going to find a spiritual peace and a real peace in your life that you never had ever before. And it's going to make you feel so much better. And now, compassion. Archangel Zedekiel, soften your heart and respect to the situation and all the people involved, including, yes, compassion. Part of the release, karmic release, facing reality and clarity and purpose, healing yourself. One more time, your angels and spirit guides are going to send you healing as you heal others. Forgive them, because they are here because there's no mistakes. Timing is perfect, right on time. You may have felt like even if you're 50, 60, 70 even, that you've wasted, nothing has been wasted. As long as you get to the realization before you take your last breath, It's a win. That's what Spirit's saying. You realized it. So now you can move on and do what you need to do. And you're setting the stage for others behind you. It's a legacy that you're leaving behind. People will remember who you are. You will be remembered in some way. And that's what I think I'm hearing. These negative people around you are so afraid that once they are dead, especially if they don't believe in God, that they're going to be gone and nobody's going to remember they ever existed. And that to them is a big scare, a big fear, that they'll never be remembered by even their own family. So you may see this person is trying to relive their youth in some way, or trying to write other people's coattails and try to steal people's ideas so they could be famous or whatever the hell, or be remembered for something that they didn't do. And Spirit's not going to allow that anymore. One more? I do want one more. But have compassion, Spirit is saying. Have compassion for these people, because nothing is hidden. They see it all. Spirits and angels, guides, and God, they see everything that they're doing. Even if they think they're getting away with it, they're not. Yeah, retreat, retreat, retreat. Let them go. You go to your own personal space and just let it go with love. That's what angels and spirit guides are saying. And passion. Archangel Haniel, I think that says. Yep. Trust and follow your renewed passion in your law of life and career. Yes. Again, thank you, Spirit. This ties up everything to what I was saying before, in the earlier 20 years, when you have gone back and revisiting something that you had to let go of 20 years ago, possibly in your career, maybe in what you were passionate about. Maybe you started like an art class, or you're starting to get into the art, and then you had to let it go because you had kids or something. And now you can revisit that again. This is a specific message for someone. Something that in 2020 or you did 20 years ago that you had to give up on, now it's coming back, and now it's going to happen again. That's amazing, because you have the spiritual understanding to know that this took this time to learn about what the tools and the guidance and everything that in the last 20 years has not been for nothing. It has been for you to prepare for what you're about to do now. And it's red light go. I'm getting, this again. 3 of Pentacles. It's now the time to move. And again, the 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles is here. And it's going to be effortless. And I'm so grateful for you to come in today. If you made it this far, please like, share, make a comment, whatever that helps my algorithms here on YouTube, because this is a very important message. I woke up this morning and was guided to do. So if you made it this far, please tell me how this resonates, and I will respond. I love you all. Thank you, and happy last couple weeks of September. I will come again with another reading. Wonderful changes, transformation, clarity. I'm praying for all of you, and I hope you're doing the same for me, because we all as a collective are going to make it into this 2026. Is going to be outstanding. I cannot wait. I will see you all in the next one.